Hey there, this is John Barton from JB Cases. This is, ooh, shaky, shaky, shaky. This is, stop shaking. This is our weekly showcase for the week of October 19th, 2020. So let's just jump right in real quick. I have a gray and black with blue piping, 3x6 with a single strap. Cool beans, right? Nice. Okay, I've got a shit in my way is what I got. Stop it, Jesus Christ, man. There we go. I got too much crap in here. All right, this is 3x6 black with green, like a lime green, and it says Zabam on there. So pretty cool. Look at the stitching on here. Let's find the camera. There it is. So this is got a, let's see, it should have a green interior. Yep. Green interior, 3x6. All right, now here I have a pair of cases to show you, and I'm going to show you as a pair because I want it, this is a good way to show you kind of contrast. You know, I like it when they're the same similar color scheme. So this is going to illustrate, one case has longer and taller pockets, and the other one has 3 pockets that are the regular size. Little bit slimmer. So this is a 2x5 / 3x4 and 1 strap, but you can see the pockets on here, 3 pockets. This is what we call the ultimate rugged style with side handle and top handle and a 3rd pocket. Now this one here is called the Dynamite rugged style, named after a customer of ours named Kid Dynamite is his nickname. This one here is 2 longer pockets. So you can see that these pockets are longer. This is 18 inches and 8 inches. And then this one also has a side handle and a top handle. But you can see that the pockets take up almost the full length of the case here. And I'll hold these up this way so you guys can get a good idea of the contrast that you're looking at. See those pockets? So if you want Dynamite rugged style and you look online and you see on the designer, that's what you're looking at when you see that. Both of these, I've already looked earlier, they have red interiors. So I'll just show you one. Red zipper pulls, by the way, pretty cool. And this one has a, I screwed up, I didn't look in this one. Has a blue interior. Ha ha ha, fooled you. All right, let's look in this one then. I'm so OCD, I have to open it up to see, even though I looked at it earlier. Okay, there we go. And then what is this? Did we do something different here? I have to take a look at that in a minute. See, I want to show you guys something, right? Part of why I do these weekly showcases, not only to advertise, it's also as a way for me to quickly inspect the case while I'm doing these videos. So when I pull it out and I look at it, I can see if there's any problems that jump out. So this one here, I've just looked in here and I've felt it. It looked a little weird to me. See that? See how that's all pushed over right here? And I don't know why that is, but I'm going to take a look at it. That's why I reached in and kind of tried to adjust it, because it doesn't really feel correct right there. So I'm not sure if this was done on purpose. Sometimes people ask us to do things like this on purpose. And if not, here's the solution right here. So I'm going to reach in, pull this out, and I'm going to look at it so I can see. And then if it doesn't meet, if there's something wrong that doesn't meet my standards on here, then we're just going to simply create a new one. And that's when this one definitely does not meet my standards. You guys can see this right here. It's a little bit oddly sewn right there. So something's going on here that's not supposed to be that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and take care of it, right? So I'll solve that problem before we send it out. But that's why I do this, so you guys can see it, you know. So everything's above board. We're showing you everything is transparent. Where's that other case here? You know what I mean? We're not trying to hide anything or pretend we're something we're not. We're just people who build Q cases. We build high quality stuff. We try to continuously improve. And part of that is when we screw up on something, you know, like maybe we had a bad sewing day on that interior, it sucks, but it's easily replaceable because of the techniques that I've invented and created and refined. So we are the only case maker out there, as far as I know, that is offering a removable interior. And the way that this interior is made is more than any of our competitors will do. Like, they could easily go in and engineer what I did and build something the same way, but the fact of it is, just this alone, making this part alone, costs about as much as some of the knockoffs to make the whole case. And they just don't want to spend that money, you know? They don't think that they can ask for the money. They think that if they build it and it means that they have to charge more, and what they have to charge is close to what we charge, they think that they're going to lose on that because of who we are and who they are. And they might be right, you know? I believe that at this point in our company's existence, we have earned the trust from the majority of customers that we deal with. And we back it up, like I said, with a lifetime warranty, as you can see back there. So, you know, if for some reason this case got out to the customer and it looked like that, and the customer was like, dude, what is going on here? I can't even put my Q in here, right? This is no good. You know what? I say, hey man, I'm really sorry about that. Sorry for the inconvenience. Let me send you out a brand new interior. Bam. He gets it. He puts it in 2 minutes. He goes about his day, right? That's what the customer can do with that. So these are the things that make a JB case more valuable to you as a customer. You know, they add more value. This is what makes it an investment instead of simply an expense. You know, because not only are you investing in protecting your Qs, you're also investing in not having to deal with broken products that you can't get any kind of satisfaction on. You know, because these guys that build knockoffs and shit like that, all they care about, honest to God, all they care about is giving you the case and never ever seeing you again about anything to do with that case. They don't want to see you again, you know? They're hoping that the cheap price that you paid is enough for you to just throw it away and buy another one. And that's not how I look at it. You know, I'm not a tree hugger. I'm not a super dedicated environmentalist. But what I am is practical. And what I mean by that is there should be a reasonable expectation of use, longevity and use in products that you buy. And to me, it's technically possible to build a case super strong. Doesn't take that much extra effort to do it. It just takes time and patience and a willingness to pay attention to the quality. You know, pay attention to how things are built and improve on them. Continuously improve on them. So when it comes to us, that's our philosophy. That's my philosophy that I impart to all of my employees, my staff, anybody who sells for us. You know, we try to do that in just about every aspect of what we're doing here. Now, we're not a big company. You know, we're not. I have, like, in China, I have like 25 people or so that work for me over there. When I was living there, I taught them everything that they needed to know. I've instilled a philosophy of quality, but it's a workshop. You know, it's not a factory. It's not an assembly line. It's not a sweatshop. And these people are happy when they come to work. You know, that's part of why we can get good quality. And that's how we do it, you know? So there's not any real magic here other than just a commitment to high quality and protection, right? Protection first, then durability. Then what else do we have? I even lost my train of thought. Comfort, Durability, how it's used, how does it feel in your hand, you know? How does this feel on your shoulders? Is it non-slip, for example? That's the non-slip suede. Durability, is it going to fall apart? No, I make it where it's not going to fall apart with reasonable use, okay? Now, if you try to do stuff with the case that's outside the scope of regular use, yeah, you know, maybe something could break or fall apart. But I mean, we really try hard to break these cases so that when you use it normally, the expectation is that it's going to hold up really well. So, you know, those are the advantages you get with us. That's why we can offer a lifetime warranty. Frankly, I don't want to see you back with any issues with this case either. You know, I don't want to talk to you. Anything that happens to this case after I sell it to you reduces my profit. You know, whatever bit of profit I have on this, let's call it $50, right? If I sell you this case and I get out of that whole deal, I end up with $50 more than I had before I built it and sold it to you, that's my profit. Now, if you come back to me later and you have a problem with the case that I have to address and deal with, the expense for that is coming out of that $50, right? So I would prefer to keep the whole 50 if that's okay. And the best way that I see to keep the whole 50 is to build it strong enough where it's very unlikely that you're ever going to need the warranty. And that's why I can give a lifetime warranty on it. But if I built it like the knockoff guys and the cheap case guys and all that, there's no way that I could offer a lifetime warranty. I'd be afraid to offer a 6-month warranty or a year warranty on that, because I would know that there would be a lot of cases coming back, you know, that I would have to deal with, and I would lose that profit. So that's where we're at with it. So you guys know my philosophy. You know, everything's transparent as much as it can be. You know, there are some secrets that we would prefer to keep for ourselves. But as far as building the case goes, what you see is what you get here. And you can take the interior out just like I just did. You can see for yourself what's going on inside the case. You know, you don't have to worry about, well, does the lining go all the way down? See, this is a thing that most people wouldn't even think about, right? You see a pool cue case, you look at it and you're like, okay, there's the holes, right? Yeah, that feels okay if you're into the padded interior like we do it. That feels good, right? Padding along the sides. So, feels pretty safe. You would never think to even ask the question, does the liner actually extend all the way to the bottom? Does the liner do this? Does it go all the way to the bottom so your cue is fully encased inside of padding and protection, and the parts can't touch each other and nothing else that can touch the cues? And if something does get down in the case, it can't migrate from one cavity to another and go up there and screw something else up? You know, you would think that you would never have to ask that question, but unbelievably, even now, even today, there are people out there selling you cases or trying to sell you cases where they've just shorted you by 3 or 4 inches of liner for no discernible reason, you know? The only thing I can think of, and this is just my guess, is that over at the factory, you know, whatever factory they're using to have the knockoffs made, or the cheap cases, whatever factory is there has a warehouse full of liners that were made for different cases, and they were like, hey, let's use all those up. They won't even notice. And the fact is the importer, the guy knocking us off, he didn't notice either. Nobody notices until I expose it, and people run around and they get dings in their cues and they get scratches because the stuff falls in the case and everything. And they don't even think about it. They don't think about the fact that maybe down in the bottom of the case there's an issue inside that is causing their cues to get damaged. And that's a problem, you know? So with us, this is it, man, right there. You know, it's a highly padded, nicely nicely composed, nicely engineered piece of equipment right here that is designed just to protect your cue. So just to be clear about that, this is a nice cue that I just got, right? So I get to show off my cue here. For those of you who know cues, this is an Andy Gilbert. You know, it's worth about, you know, maybe right now about $2,000 or so, I guess. Maybe anywhere, say 1,500 to $2,000, I guess. But check it out. That's what this is about, right there. You see what I'm saying? Look. Look at this. Now I can drop this. Right now I can drop this on the floor with this $2,000 cue in it and not worry about it. You don't believe me? Watch. I'm going to be super embarrassed if this cue breaks. Watch. Now let's look at it. That's ivory right there, okay? Not condoning ivory hunting or anything like that. It just happens to be ivory. But nothing. Because it's well padded. That's what I'm talking about, you know? There's nothing inside here that's going to hurt the cue. The parts can't touch each other. That's what JB Cases is all about. And once we've done this, then we will wrap as much case around it as you want. So if you guys want to spend, $1,600, no problem. Here you go. You can spend $1,600 and buy a fully tooled, high-end leather case. This one represents about 2 months of solid work just on the decoration alone, okay? Just on the tooling and everything right there. But guess what? You have the same protection inside. That's it. The same protection. So whether you spend $250 with us or whether you spend $1,600 with us to get a highly decorated case, you're getting the protection first. That's what's important. All right. Anyway, hey honey, I need you to take a look at this, please. Something's not right on here. So I need to know if that's something that is supposed to be that way, or if it's just a mistake. I think it's a mistake. I think somebody had a bad sewing day. Okay, so back to this. This is a 4x8, black and burgundy, with a magnetic pocket latch. Says JB Cases right there. Got another JB Cases back here. So thank you very much for that. We give you $5 if you'll put JB Cases on the front of the case, so thank you. But we don't force the advertisement on you, all right? So we're happy if you do it, thank you. And we're willing to give you a little bit off. But we're not like those other case companies that slap a big logo right on the front and say, here, advertise for us, pay us to advertise for us, okay? So that's another thing, you know? I mean, it's just so many little things that add up to the value of what makes a JB case worth it. All right, this is black with white stitching, white zipper pulls. And there you go, 4x8 interior. All right, stick around because I have a really cool one to show you as well. Karen, this one is sublimated, right? UV printed?
We don't have sublimation.
Oh, we don't. Oh, over there we don't have a sublimation. That's right. Okay, this one here is a 4x8 with navy blue piping. Really elegant, nice. Single strap. Navy blue zipper pulls and a royal blue interior. There you go. Okay, next one over here, we got another Dynamite rugged style. This one is a 4x8 black and gold. See that? Pretty cool. And there you go. Nice. Okay, moving on here. I've got let's see. Dude, I think I made a mistake with that vent placement. It's like right above me. I'm gonna have to change that to a different type of vent. It's like right on me, you know, like I'm being baked or something. Air fryer. So this is a 4x8, black and pink. Pretty cool. Pink zipper pulls. And a pink interior. There you go. Cool in. Looks nice, doesn't it? Just so many things, man, you know. You guys want to know what my biggest fear is in this business, really? I'm not afraid of any competition, any of these knockoff guys. I'm afraid of somebody coming along who does something as good or better than we do and gives you guys a real choice, you know? Not a fake choice, but a real choice. See, when I say fake choice, you always have a choice, of course. But when I say fake choice, I mean that they present their knockoff as if it's as good as ours, without, of course, revealing all of the shortcuts and all of the failures and the well, you know, I'm going to just say fraudulent methods that they use to build the case to fool you into thinking that you're getting something good. I'm actually afraid of somebody coming out and doing what we do and building high-end cases with the same quality levels we do, the same choices that we have, you know, because that would be a real competitor to us. That would be somebody where a person could be sitting there deciding on what case to buy, and our brand or that brand would be an equal choice. And that brand might even be a little bit better choice depending on what they've decided to do. So, you know, I mean, I put all this out there and I show what we do, but in the last 10 years, no one has stepped up. No other company has stepped up to do what we do. So I'm happy about that. But, you know, if you guys are wondering what the kind of things I'm afraid of in this business, that's it. As far as a real competitor. Now, the other thing that bothers me that is happening is the lying about competitors' cases, about competitors. And I say competitors loosely because I don't really consider these knockoff guys and these El Cheapo case makers to be competitors per se, because they're not on our level and they don't appear to want to be on our level, but they want to seem like they're on our level. So that bothers me, the lying, and that's actually happening right now. But it hasn't really affected our sales. You know, not that I can see. I mean, I've seen these guys be right next to me selling their knockoffs for $95 or $97 or whatever the fuck they sell it for. And we have still outsold them. You know, we've sold more in the first half a day based on my back of the napkin calculations than they've sold for the whole damn show. And that's when, you know, I think that their plan backfired. They thought they were going to be right next to us and take a lot of our business away. But what actually happened is our customers, our loyal customers, would take people over there and mock their cases in front of them. And as customers, they can't, if I did it, I'd get kicked out. It would be uncouth for me to go into their booth. They wouldn't even let me in, you know, to do that. But my customers, on their own, go over into their booth and stand there with their JB case and mock the knockoff with their friends. They take their friends into their booth and they say, okay, let me show you why this is inferior to my case, to the case that they own, the JB case. And the salesman can't do shit about it. He can't do a damn thing about it when the customers are sitting there openly discussing the quality level differences. You know, openly discussing the deficiencies in their product. Openly discussing the fact that we have a lifetime warranty and they have whatever limited bullshit warranty that they have. That's the beauty of what we do about their little move trying to be right next to us. That's how, and then in other shows, I actually placed my booth next to them for that reason. They did it first, you know, trying to be sneaky and thinking they were gonna get us. And then later I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. Let's do that. Let's put our booth right next to them so that customers can have an immediate comparison, and our customers have the ability to walk right over there and inspect to their heart's content. So, you know, that does give me a little bit of hope and faith in humanity that you guys are actually listening. You're taking it to heart. You're internalizing what I'm saying. And you're checking it out to make sure that I'm not just bullshitting you. You know, you're actually looking at it. You're looking at everything that I've said about quality and about how we build it. And you're like, is this guy full of shit? Or is he telling us the truth? Well, here it is. Right here. With that in your hand, you can check anything that I have ever said to you about Pool Q cases. At least about our cases. And you can take it to anyone else, any other booth, any other product, and you can compare it point for point. It doesn't matter the brand. It doesn't matter whether it's one of my good colleagues that builds actually good cases, not as good as ours. You know, I got to say that because I think that we are the best case maker. You know, I've spent a lot of time trying to downplay that and say, no, we're not the best. You know, we're among the best or whatever. I feel like we're the best. Okay, I'm gonna outright say it. I don't want to be arrogant about it, but I study cases. I buy them, I dissect them, I throw them, I try to beat them up, I turn them upside down. I want to know everything about my colleagues' cases, my competitors' cases, the knockoff cases. I want to know where I'm at, you know? Where do we stand? And where we stand is at the top. That's it. You know?
Check this interior.
Check it? Okay.
I gotta show.
Okay, give me 1 second here. So anyway, that's a 2x5, 3x4. What you want to show me?
So this is the extra long interior. I don't have extra long cases.
Right.
I'm making. It's a 3x6.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll cute. And I tested.
Yeah, I felt that too. Feels better, right? When you're...
No.
Oh.
Look at the bottom.
Oh, check this out. This just came in.
They need to sell this.
Right. Is this just for us to test, or is that the actual interior that we're going to use?
It works. This is
All right, so I want to show you guys this, and I'll do another video on this just to kind of show you what's going on. But there's a... This is a prototype interior, okay? We got a little bit more refinement to do on it. But here's the thing. We made a case for a guy. The case was like 4 or 5 inches longer than normal. The reason that it was longer than normal is because he had to have a particular decoration on it. And that decoration was a dragon. The dragon took up this much space, and he didn't want to sacrifice pocket space, so the only solution was to make the case longer, which we did. We also made the case with a regular depth interior, which meant that there was a lot of space, a lot of open space at the top of the case. He has spacers. He just decided, look, I don't like all this with the spacers and everything. I just would prefer to have an interior where all my cues are up at the right height, just from the word go, with no spacers. So we thought about it and we're like, you know what? We can do this. We can create a new interior for you that will solve that problem. And this is what we came up with. So this is the regular interior, right? Now I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Yeah, I'm sorry. Put that in. I'm deliberately not showing you how it's built for just a second, okay? So just hang with me for a second, because there's some important things here that you guys need to know. So, where's that? Huh? Thank you. So one of the other things, man, all right. Can you go turn this off? Turn that nest off, please. If you can, yeah, close it, whatever. That's great. Good. That's fine. So, it's right on my head. So this is the this is a regular length case, okay? So I'm going to illustrate to you guys the difference in the size of the interior. Maybe you want to give me a cue or something to put this in? No. All right, so this is that it? All the way to the bottom? No, not yet.
It's not gonna go down all the way.
I know it's not, Karen. I'm just trying to get it to the bottom so I can show them what it looks like. All right, so this is what we're looking at. So you see here how this is like about 4 inches taller than normal. So that's what his case would be. His case would be right here, okay? What he wants is, he wants the cue, when it goes in, to sit right at the top. I gotta make sure it's pushed down enough. There we go. There we go. That's it. So that's how it looks. So you can see how the cue sits in there and everything feels normal. So that's what that looks. God bless America. What is this thing doing to me? It's killing me here.
I cut it off.
It's killing me. It's just, it's driving me nuts. I feel the heat just right on me, man. Sorry. I really I gotta do something with this or change where I'm doing this, because if I'm standing here doing this, it's just gonna be right on me all the time. All right. Anyway, now let's show you guys what we did. This is an illustration of custom case making and willingness to do what the customer needs. What is wrong with my hair, man? I feel like I'm like Lori Lightfoot or something in Chicago. Have you guys ever seen the meme, the pictures, you know, like comparing her and Beetlejuice? I mean, I just got to say, you know, that I know everybody's like going crazy in the pandemic, and a lot of people their hair's getting a little wild and stuff, but hers is really wild. I think his stress is really taking a toll on her. Anyway, that's Mayor Lori Lightfoot in Chicago. That's what I'm talking about right there. She definitely wins the award for pandemic crazy hair. All right, so what we've done for him is, first of all, we made a 3x6 tube into a 2x4. So even more padding, right? That's what he wanted. He wanted a 2x4 inside of a 3x6 tube. Perfect, no problem. Got that. Then we added an extra space here, put a zipper on the bottom, and then added in all of this extra padding right here. So we have the open cell foam rubber right here, and then we have the closed cell EVA right here where the cues are going to go. So the net effect of this is that it works exactly like a regular sized case, but it's overlong and has that the ability to allow him to have his decoration on there that he wants. And while I've got this open, you guys can see that the bottom is just as well padded as the top. So your cues are held snugly here and here. They're held in suspension with a single layer of padding through here, so it's padded, but there's no pressure on any of your shafts or any of your cues through the center of the cues. So it's only here and here. It's just like this. You can imagine your cue is held gently here and held gently here. See that? You can go any direction you want with that. Nothing moves. Well padded. There you go. God, I love this cue. Okay. Here.
Put it back.
Thank you. All right, so anyway, let me finish. So there you go. That's here, I'm gonna leave that out so I can show it in the next video when I do a video just on that. All right, so let's move on here. And while I got this out, I'll show you something else. This is an example of UV printing on the pockets. I know it's not spectacular, but it's pretty cool, right? And I'm gonna show you that as a lead-in, okay? This case is for sale. We made it. The customer said everything's great. He gets the case, and he didn't like the size of these waves, I guess. So he sent it back to us, and he said, "Hey, no problem. I'm sending it back. I want to get a new design with smaller waves on there." Cool, you know. That's not the most efficient way to get it done, but you know, as long as the customer is willing to pay for shipping it back, we're willing to make a new design, and we'll sell this one to someone, and you know, everybody will be happy. Okay, is that it? Is this Mason custom? It's going to be for sale? Okay. So last case that I have to show you guys right now is this leather Chaz case. This is a tribute to one of my mentors, Chaz Clements. He was famous for building what is called envelope cases. So an envelope case looks like this. It's kind of got a lemon shape on the bottom there, outside seam, and then just a flap on top. So that's how we did it. So you can see it there. The only thing is we've made some improvements to the style. So one is magnetic latch, so you don't have a flap here to worry about putting it in. We have fully enclosed bottoms. So even though this is sewn right here, our interior is fully enclosed so that the cues cannot impact the bottom. I created a way to put this inside the seam, so you have a nice sleek look here. Look at that. Robe it off right there. See how cool that looks? Look at that. So I feel like that with this design, we have upped the game in the envelope genre of cases. But that's just one example of things that we do. Now this one here is a compact, I call it a compact 2x4. This is a 2x4, but we did it in what we normally do a 2x3 in. We just reduced the amount of padding and added one more cavity. But everything works the same. It's well padded. It's 2 butts and 4 shafts in a small format. And there you go. So that's another thing about being a custom case maker. As I said with the other interior, we can modify things instantly, you know? Like if today I have an idea about something I want to do, tomorrow it'll be created. You know what I'm saying? The start of the creation. If I say, "Hey Karen, let's modify something on a case. Let's change it so we're always doing this." Then within a week, all the cases will do that after we've worked out the bugs. That's every case after that. So now the customer getting a case after I've made that modification will be getting a case that is improved over what we were selling the week before. And that happens every day with us. In some way or another, we're doing that. That's continuous improvement. It's not improvement that we have to brag about every day. We don't have to put a big ass new and improved on here, you know, and all that shit. It just happens because that's our philosophy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is truly the bottom line of why a JB case should be among the top choices when you're deciding on a case. So there you go. Thanks for hanging out with me. We appreciate it, and have a good day. Bye-bye.